Shalom family, I recently shared a video with you all on Ezekiel chapter 15, but I know that there are going to be some people that may not exactly, I don't know if it's agree or understand more of what I'm saying. It's so hard to cram things in. I try to avoid making a long video, but I just wanted to add some more flavor to the message. Yahuwah's Debar, it acknowledges that sin and transgression of our parents can have a generational impact. I am agreeing with that as I'm one who have experienced it myself. But if a child, when we see that the child can see that the parent is in sin and acts lawless, we know and we can agree that that will impact or have a likelihood of affecting the child as they grow and then as they have their own children, so on and so forth. That is exactly how a generational curse takes place, family. But this is not direct punishment from Yahuwah. And so what we sometimes do is we say that we are being punished for what our ancestors have done. But that is not true. And that is what I was trying to share for the video. We are being affected by the impact of lawless ancestors. And it is up to us to make sure or to strive for the curses to no longer affect us. And we can do that by turning back to the covenant, keeping the Torah and the commandments, and walking in love, doing what we're called to do. They often did not. They weren't trusted, even with a little bit of alone time after being delivered out of a terrible land that they were in captivity for. They ended up idolizing a golden calf. And so we need to make sure that we don't continue on doing what they have done. And sometimes it's hard because we've watched our peoples do that, and it's hard to get away from it. Now, we know there's upcoming holidays coming around. We have this worldly Thanksgiving and all these days. Now, to each their own, but we know that those holidays are not in our scriptures. Are you going to do what your ancestors have done? You see, a generational curse is doing and continuing on committing a wrongdoing that goes against your creator. And so are you going to be directly punished for what they have done? No. Unless you continue on doing it, then you might see the consequence of what you have chose to do. And so Yahuwah has spoken this from day one to his people. He showed us that when we sow, we will reap, whether it's good or bad. So it is not even his fault when we are dealing with the consequence of our action. It is actually very righteous and it's a divine type of thing. So I encourage you all today to start taking back your authority and knowing how to trample on those snakes and those scorpions that want to keep us so badly in the bondage that sometimes we can be in. And that we learn to walk with Yahuwah, because the only thing that is going to affect us is our own sins and faults, not your children's, not no one else. What you do today, whether you are a parent, a leader, a person in a position that guides other people, if you know that your wicked behavior can lead to an environment of toxic, of hardship, of idolatry, of abuse, or any type of wickedness, and that it has the potential to affect other people, especially those who are spiritually vulnerable and spiritually weak, we are the ones that are accountable for doing those things. And Yahuwah is going to judge us based on those actions. However, the people that are following what they see and they continue to follow, even after they are aware of the truth and they still choose to do otherwise, those people are who will be judged. Shalom.